So this movie is about how to promote your company on YouTube. Now, most importantly, why are we doing this? Well, Google owns YouTube. Google would like everybody to watch more adverts on YouTube because YouTube runs more adverts than it does when it's above or below your natural search. So from that point of view, what is the first thing everybody does when they look for something nowadays? Well, we look at Google, and by looking at Google, we look at YouTube. So very quickly, we've established that's probably the first place to start when you're promoting your business. Now, let's talk about how we do that and how we do that properly and make it work for you. So, where we want to be in terms of turning up on our search is preferably number one. So, number one position, not so difficult to get if you're talking about a product that isn't super popular. If you are talking about a product or service that is super popular, then you need to differentiate what you do, and you'll have to do a campaign about it. So you'll have to talk to the audience about what you do very specifically. Now, geographically, if what you do is quite a local area, then make sure your credentials when you upload your movie include where you are, because Google's good. Google looks at where your searching person is, and they will link you up to the data. So really important from that point of view. Next, you've got to make movies. So if you want to make a movie, like this movie we're making, then you've got things to think about. First one, opening, make it interesting. Hopefully you're still watching and you haven't already got bored. If that's the case, we're one step ahead. Now, structure. It may only be a short movie, but you've got to have a title, an opening, a message, a middle bit, tell the story, and at the end, a call to action. And we're going to come to that in a minute. The other thing is you need to get to the point. So I'll stop talking on this slide and move on. So, audience, who are we talking to? There is no point looking like a vlogger on a computer game if you're after an audience who is, as a demographic, over the age of 35, because they don't care. They want to watch movies that are actually more relaxing to watch. Talk a bit more slowly, talk a bit more softly, give that impression. They don't all have to be manic, so it's about having the right style for your audience. Also, make your movie useful. Hopefully you're watching this thinking this guy's going to tell me something I don't already know. Or maybe I'm just going to support something that you do already know by saying, hey, you were right about it, and maybe augment that, maybe add a little bit of information. So make sure your video is useful, or why would anybody want to watch it? Sounds obvious. It is something you need to consider. So here's one that people don't talk about a lot, credibility. You've got to tell the truth. I mean, legally, you have to tell the truth, but also your audience needs to believe you. So talk about something that you believe in. Talk about something that is part of your knowledge base, something where you are genuinely sharing information, because people will get that, will understand. And that credibility leads to views, leads to shares, and actually leads to people taking the call to action you want them to take. Now, give evidence. So from an evidence point of view, I'm already on a movie. I'm already stood in a film set, I'm already in a studio, and we have a marketing company. We have a video production company. So there's my evidence. You can also look me up on Google, as it happens. You'll see more material from me, but you'll also see a lot about the companies we work for. Now, anecdotes. If you can tell a good anecdote, it makes a really big difference in terms of convincing people that you know what you're talking about. So my best anecdote is we did a conference for Boots the Chemist, who you'll recognise, a few months ago, and the lady that runs Boots went on stage, talked to 20-odd thousand people, loved it, never done it before. Now that was because we were using video and we were live streaming and we put it out through a platform that's online. So there's my anecdote. Got to be relevant, got to be interesting, but good to have. Next. Practicalities. This is kind of what you came to the movie for. Now, when you upload your movie to YouTube, there are other platforms available, of course, but you must upload your description. Again, Google owns YouTube, and if you put the right words with your right keywords, your right key phrases in the description, then it means that the platform's not having to work too hard to tell the audience what's in your movie. So write clearly, write concisely, but make sure you upload a description. The other thing is, don't just upload your movie and do nothing. Share it. Get it on your social channels. Get it promoted. Talk about it. Talk to your friends about it. Talk to your audience about it. Talk to anyone who you've got on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on any of those other channels, okay? So social, very important. It's not just the movie, it's about promoting it. Now, the other thing is if you're a business and you have a website, then the subject of your YouTube movie should send somebody somewhere where they can look at the information that you're telling them, which is useful. In fact, it's this side. So, website landing page. If you've got the facility to do it, do make them. They're really important because they link your YouTube movie into somebody, therefore making a sale and getting in contact. Super important if you can do it. Right, next. Get the clicker to work. Audience. People watch YouTube from all the way around the world. But the important thing is that they watch it 24/7. You're probably not on the phone 24/7, but people are looking for you, bizarrely, 24/7. So in terms of reach, in terms of who you're getting at, with a good YouTube video, you are effectively addressing your immediate local audience. And if you need to, and if you want to, and it's appropriate, you're talking about a national audience. If it's appropriate again, you're talking about a global audience. And the platform helps you with that. So make sure your content's right for it, but understand the reach of what you do is really, really, really significant. Okay, next thing, call to action. Okay, my call to action for this movie. You can make these at home, use a camera, use an SLR, use a video camera, take a bit of time, light it nicely, make sure the sound's good, get it as good as you can. Don't do a wobbly one on the end of a selfie stick if you're trying to get people to take you seriously. Not everybody can afford a studio, but they are more affordable than you think. And particularly if you're a company in the Worcester, Hereford or surrounding West Midlands area, then you can come to us and we will make the movie for you. There we go, there's my call to action. Hit the website, check us out. There's my logo. Branding, super important. Make sure that at the end of your movie and at the beginning of the movie, people know where you're making your movie from. What's your company called? What does it do? Get that message across. Hopefully I've done that. It's a short movie this time, but if you want to find out more, please do hit up the website. Thank you very much.